R&B money.
Well, let's go to the beginning of this process.
Yes, sir.
Let's go to the beginning when
To the IE.
The IE.
Yeah.
IE. I've lived out that way.
To the Inland Empire.
I got some friends out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I've been out there.
Hey, is it 15 IE or 215 IE?
That's a great question.
It's a great question.
I'm
215 is deep IE.
Yeah.
215 is deep.
It's
That's a good one.
You probably more like 15 if you was in Rancho, Ontario.
Yeah,
I was Rancho.
Yeah.
I was Corona.
Them was the that moved on up.
What's
you know what I mean?
I wasn't up. I was moving down because I had to get out of LA because the money was funny.
Oh yeah.
So, they had this nice 2-bedroom in Rancho Cucamonga.
Yeah.
For a steal.
Yeah.
Still up.
I was
Yeah.
You was still up. You wasn't on the, what is it, 215? You wasn't
He
on
wasn't on the
215?
215. He was on the 15.
What's the part out there in IE? Name San Bernardino?
Yeah. I mean, you got San Bernardino. Then you got Rialto. Then you got Fontana. Then you got Rancho. You got Ontario.
I'm trying to think what
But
part
if you
my guy
saying
is.
you can't say San Bernardino. You got to say San Bernardino.
San Bernardino?
San Bernardino.
San Bernardino. So
And
yeah,
then,
one of-
then they
we call
think
it-
you from out there.
We call it the Dino.
The Dino.
the Dino. So one of my
Dirty
guys,
Dino.
Curtis, he was my production manager and all of that for years. That's where him and his family lived.
Yeah.
And so I would always go out there to hang out with him and his family or what have you. And I thought it was cool out there.
Yeah.
And that's what gave me even the idea when LA just wasn't working out for me. I was like, man, I got to go somewhere where I can
In the vicinity,
still live
though.
cool and still
Yeah.
get back if I need to. And that's why I went to Rancho and went to Corona.
That's fire.
Yeah,
I like that,
I was
man.
out there living it. It was a Best Buy. No, it was a Circus City out there.
Circuit
I was the
City.
king. I was the king of Circus City. I was always buying something out of Circus City. King of Circus City. And then there was a Red Lobster out there. I was the king of that Red Lobster. You know what I'm saying? Always in
Those
there.
two places.
And those two places.
They knew your name.
They knew my
Them
name.
cheddar biscuits.
Yeah, they knew where where my seat was and everything.
Yeah.
And Ontario Mills.
Yeah.
You know,
You gotta get there.
you got to get your clothes at a discount when the money,
Yeah.
And the Bills had the discounts.
All right.
the Nike outlet, you know what I'm saying? You can still look like it's last season's, but they fresh.
Yeah.
Wait, so you born and raised there?
I'm born in San Bernardino, really raised in Rialto.
Okay.
I lived in San Bernardino for like 4 or 5 years of my life, and then my dad married again. And shout out to my dad who, on his own, man, was taking care of 3 boys and a girl on the weekends in San Bernardino. My dad actually built the projects we was born in.
Hold on, wait, what?
He built the projects we was born in. We was
So Pops is in construction.
no, it just was he needed a job, and so he worked on the projects we was born. Like I came home to the first place I ever lived. He worked on.
He
them.
helped build it.
He helped build them. Yeah,
But not by trade.
nah.
It was just he needed a
out
gig.
out of survival.
What y'all need? Would y'all need these logs?
Yeah,
you need,
yeah,
you need
yeah.
these 2x4s? Put some- You need to hammer this?
These slats. Come on, paint.
I'll
whatever.
figure it out.
My dad did whatever. So
Got these kids. Got to figure it out.
Yeah.
So we basically grew up in the projects. We didn't know they was projects because they was townhomes.
None of us.
Yeah.
I knew I was in the
Oh, you
projects when I was in the projects.
See, I didn't stay long enough to know that we lived there.
You can't tell me everybody didn't have roaches. I thought that was
Yeah.
hey, that's
I knew.
everybody's supposed to have
They
roaches.
didn't. No, I knew
We all
they
have them.
didn't.
You ain't never woke up with a roach running across
What?
your toe. Oh, okay.
I had
Yeah.
super
Nigga.
roaches. They would just stay and eat with you. What y'all got?
Yeah.
What y'all
Lasagna,
got?
huh? I like that. I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
lasagna.
It get to a point you turn the lights on, they don't even run.
They don't even run.
They just lazy.
They're looking at you like this. What you need? Can we help? Can we help you?
You know we got an agreement.
You
going
killing
on.
us today or no?
And then you go up to the bathroom a certain hour. They like, what you doing in here? This is our time. Like
I never want to
I'm
go
talking about.
back. I
I'm
never want to go
Yeah, bro.
back.
I'm talking about. I lived in like projects.
Yeah.
Talking about candy house.
Mm-hmm.
We had the candy lady. You realize how dangerous that is.
Hell yeah.
Yes, bro. But
Fake,
What?
all
when
that.
back
you
then,
live
though.
there though, the
It's
danger
utopia.
it don't feel dangerous.
Yeah.
It just feels like you're friends.
It
Yeah.
really. But here's the thing. Can we say this? It wasn't as dangerous.
No, it was dangerous.
as it is today.
Tank, it was dangerous. It was
No,
dangerous, bro.
no, listen.
Tank, it was dangerous, bro.
Listen.
You were just
There were-
you were just part of that environment at the time. It was dangerous,
The
bro.
place where I grew up in, there was a project called the Little Zions right across the street. Back and forth, shootouts. It was all that.
I
dog.
understand that. I understand the violence was there. I understand all these things was there. But I think that the OGs at that point in time had a little bit more reverence for kids and women.
Yeah.
Not when they was on crack.
But you got to say because there's that. But
Most
listen,
of the OGs became smokers.
But
bro.
think about this. The grandmothers were still there too.
It's true. That's true. And it was some respect.
It was still
respect,
some
yeah.
like you say the candy lady. The candy lady wasn't putting nothing crazy in your candy.
Yeah. True.
Candy lady that never put. You never heard of somebody saying, "Man, I got something from the candy lady that was in the hospital for 2 days, for 2 weeks."
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, you just don't
oh,
know.
they
Don't
lacing
know.
that.
You don't know. Yeah.
It's now it's really there's no respect no more.
Yeah.
Right. So mine's wasn't a projects, but it was a hood. I didn't know. Of course, we didn't know it was the hood. I just knew it was a bunch of gang members and fights and stabbings and whatever. I thought that was normal.
Nigga Tank be acting like he grew up in the 50s. What's that?
Hey, nigga, knife was a thing. Hey, a knife was a
You're
thing in
not
the
that old,
80s.
bro.
That's an
It
East Coast.
was.
That's an East Coast
It's a
thing.
very
for
East
sure.
Coast thing. We've been shooting for a
Midwest.
long time.
Y'all
Midwest.
did.
Yeah, from the
Okay,
A knife
Yeah.
and a fight was a thing.
Yeah, yeah.
If somebody had a gun,
You weren't from the West Coast.
oh, he was different.
Yeah, the West Coast niggas been
nah.
shooting.
Oh, niggas was popping.
It's just
It's the Wild
it's
West.
heaters.
They call it the Wild
everywhere.
West.
So it's
Yeah.
just like, I just feel like my great grandfather had respect. I mean, he had a shotgun on the porch.
Where everybody else had knives. See?
Yeah.
See, there
That's
you
why
go.
he had to respect.
It's all making sense to you now.
Yeah.
Your house had the gun. The big gun. Like, nigga, it makes perfect sense
You was
now.
living with the equalizer.
Did he have to watch?
Hey, Paul Lewis had that shotgun on standby.
Yeah.
Put the little dip of stuff in it.
Oh, yeah.
And sit on that porch
Mm-hmm.
and dare to talk. Just not say nothing to him. To talk.
Yeah.
Talk while you're in front of my house.
He
Try
had,
it.
he had a different type of chip on his shoulder, man.
Right, right,
I don't
right.
know what was going on.
Right.
Hey, Paul Lewis come home and say, it's a big difference now. Paul Lewis home.
Full name?
It's a big motherfucking difference now.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, listen. And we be sitting at the kitchen table.
Paul Lewis be tripping.
Why? Sit like this. Don't look up. Just don't look at him. If you don't look at him, you just keep walking. Don't look at him. Yeah, Paul Lewis home now. His wife, Big Mama, be like, I know Paul Lewis home. I know he home.
I know.
My grandma was the only one. Go sit down somewhere. Pop, go sit down somewhere. You been drinking. Go sit down. My grandma was the only one. Everybody, all the rest of us. Mm-hmm. But it's like you said. It's like the difference in respect. But getting back to your story, like that growing up in the hood thing, and your father working on the projects as not a constructor is giving me more insight into your bloodline. Keep going.
And to think that this was like 23 years old.
Wait, and
doing
he's
this
only like
shit, dog.
23?
This nigga was like
Oh, he a
23 years
baby,
old
too.
with 4 kids.
Oh, he was listening to R&B music.
For sure.
You know what?
For sure.
I think it was the gospel.